Long ago, in a powerful Yoruba kingdom, where spirits and mortals walked the same land, there lived a man named Ajakaiye. He was known for his great wisdom, sharp wit, and mastery of the ancient secrets of the world. He had learned from the greatest Babalawo, diviners, studied the mysteries of the Orisha, and uncovered truths hidden from ordinary men. But Ajakaiye had one flaw. He feared nothing, not even Iku, the spirit of death. Unlike other men who trembled at the mention of Iku, Ajakaiye believed he was too wise, too clever, and too powerful to die like an ordinary man. He had outsmarted kings, warriors, and even trickster spirits. He had solved impossible riddles and performed miracles with his knowledge of nature and the unseen world. One day, he stood before the elders of his village and declared, "I will not die. No man has ever outwitted death, but I will be the first." The elders gasped. An old man, bent with age and wisdom, shook his head and warned, "Ajakaiye, no man, no matter how wise, can escape Iku. Even the greatest kings, the strongest warriors, and the most powerful priests must answer when Iku calls." Ajakaiye only laughed. "Then, let Iku come and take me himself. I will challenge him, and I will win." And so, Ajakaiye set out on a journey, searching for Iku, determined to defeat him and claim immortality. For 7 days and 7 nights, Ajakaiye wandered the land, crossing rivers, climbing mountains, and passing through thick forests where spirits whispered in the wind. Finally, he arrived at a place where no man had ever set foot, a deep cave where darkness had lived since the beginning of time. Standing before the entrance, Ajakaiye called out, "Iku, spirit of death, show yourself." His heart trembled, and the hair grew cold. From the shadows, a tall skeletal figure emerged, his eyes burning like fire, his voice like dry leaves rustling in the wind. "Who dares summon me?" Iku asked. "It is I, Ajakaiye," the man replied boldly. "I have come to challenge you. If I win, you will never take me. If you win, I will surrender to you." Iku laughed, a hollow sound that made the trees shiver. "Foolish mortal, no one has ever won against me, but I accept your challenge." He raised a bony hand and said, "You must pass 3 tests, 3 impossible trials that no man has ever conquered. If you fail even one, you will be known to me forever." Ajakaiye nodded. "Let the trials begin." Iku led Ajakaiye to a great pit filled with roaring flames. The fire was no ordinary fire. It was the fire of the ancestors, a flame that had burned since the beginning of time, one that no wind or water could ever extinguish. "Your task is simple," Iku said. "Put out this fire without using water, sand, or magic. If you fail, I will take you." Ajakaiye stared at the fire. It roared and crackled, hungry and untamed. He thought for a long time. Then, he sat beside the pit, closed his eyes, and waited. Hours passed. Iku watched in silence, expecting him to fail. Then slowly, the sun began to rise. As dawn broke, the shadow of the pit spread over the flames, bit by bit. As the light of day filled the land, the The fire's glow faded beneath the overpowering brightness of the sun. At last, Ajakaiye stood and said, Iku, look, the fire still burns, but it has been covered by a greater light. I put out your fire, not with water or sand, but with the power of the sun. Iku narrowed his burning eyes, but said nothing. He waved his hand, and the fire vanished. You are clever, Ajakaiye, but the next test will not be so easy. Iku led Ajakaiye to a deep valley, where the air was thick with the echoes of spirits. There, in the center of the valley, stood an ancient talking drum, carved from the wood of the sacred Iroko tree. Beat this drum and make the loudest sound in the world, Iku commanded, but let no one hear it, not man, spirit, or God. Even a whisper is heard, he will pay. Ajakaiye frowned. How could he play a drum that must be loud but undead? He sat before the drum and thought deeply. Then an idea struck him. He lifted the drum and walked to the top of a great hill where the wind howled loudly. There, standing on the edge, he struck the drum with all his might. The sound exploded into the air, but the wind was even louder. The stormy gust swallowed the noise, carrying it away before it could reach any ear. No one, neither man nor spirit, heard the sound of the drum. Ajakaiye turned to Iku and said, I have beaten the drum, but no one has heard it. The wind has carried my sound into nothingness. Iku's eyes flickered with anger, but he nodded. You are wise, Ajakaiye, but the final test will be your undoing. For the final trial, Iku pointed at the ground and said, Ajakaiye, you can step away from your shadow and leave it behind. We have won. But if your shadow follows you, then it belongs to me. Ajakaiye's heart pounded. This was truly an impossible task. No matter where he moved, his shadow stretched along with him. He climbed, and his shadow followed. He hid behind a tree, but his shadow moved with him. He even ran, but no matter how fast he moved, his shadow was still there. The sun began to set. Darkness crept across the land. Then, Ajakaiye realized something. At night, there are no shadows. He stood still and waited until the sun had disappeared completely. When the world was swallowed in darkness, he stepped forward and said, Look, Iku, my shadow is gone. For the first time, Iku was silent. The spirit of death had never been outwitted before. Finally, he sighed, You have won, Ajakaiye. I cannot take you. Victorious, Ajakaiye returned to his village, celebrating his triumph over death. He lived many years, watching generations come and go, but soon he realized his mistake. He saw his loved ones die, their spirits joining the ancestors, while he remained behind. His body withered, but he did not pass on. He grew old, yet he could never rest. At last, filled with sorrow, Ajakaiye returned to Iku and pleaded, Please take me now. I was wrong to damage fate. Iku shook his head. No, Ajakaiye, you wish to escape death, and so you have. You wander the world, neither alive nor dead, until the head of time. And so, the man who challenged death became a restless spirit, a warning to all who sought to defy the natural order. For in the end, no man, no matter how clever, can fully escape fate.